Good morning, everyone. Welcome. How are we doing in this fine Thursday? Let me pop up the chat because I'm not reading anything yet. Fine Thursday. There we go. Good morning, Gab. Good morning, Suke. KV. Ed, good morning. Wei, good morning. Good morning, Nate. Let's see what we get today. What a great expansion that we had yet again, trading higher. Who would have said, right, that we would be trading higher once more? Good morning, Chris. Got it. Okay. How was the game yesterday? I think it was great. When we had a long off of this. I didn't take it though, but this was like a great trade after 10, like 10 a.m. manipulation maybe. And then, I mean, the manipulation didn't happen at 10 a.m. actually, but it was a clean one. Good morning, Jason. Let's give a couple minutes for everyone to join so we can go over the same things as usual, top-down analysis on all the assets. And then we can start. Good morning, Peter. Let's see if we can get something cool like yesterday, an easy trade. Quick and easy trade. That would be perfect. Okay, let's start with the daily chart. Remember yesterday what we talked about, this fair value gap holding here on the daily chart. Fair value gap, here we go. This daily fair value gap, we tapped into it. But this Tuesday was like a little bit tricky because I was not expecting like that of a strong move towards the fair value gap, like completely trading below it. But we ended up closing inside. And yesterday we opened inside the fair value gap and we started moving higher. And I think we got the drawn liquidity right. We sweat previous. It took its time. Like it took time to reach again back into the all-time highs and previous high. I was expecting previous high during London session, but it reversed, and then we created like the high. We took the high and created an all-time high again after, but we reached all-time highs. We closed really close to the previous all-time high trading price, but we have an opening gap today here, so we just open a bit higher. As usual, like we don't have for now any fair value gap, nothing like we did yesterday where we had a fair value gap, so we could expect this expansion higher. Today we don't have it anymore. We already took previous day high with the daily opening, so it's gonna be like the drawn liquidity is gonna be a bit harder for me, I think, like a little bit more harder than just like if we open and we don't take any previous day high or anything like this. Good morning. So yeah, from the daily, still bullish. What I can say, no fair value gap to find support on. Nothing else besides the fact that we are just trading higher. On the 4-hour instead, we were trading above. Yeah, we're gonna check now the 5-minute, but yeah, I'm still feeling bullish, obviously. On the 4-hour, we were trading above previous all-time high. We created a 4-hour gap. We tapped into it. Not a breakup log, fair value gap. So maybe we can start looking for, like, if we want to look for a higher move, like we don't have any other fair value gaps lower that are like available for us. Oh, have one here, a little bit lower. But this reaction from 10 p.m. candle off of this 4-hour gap looks great. Yeah, so maybe if I want to start looking for longs during London session, I would aim for 6 p.m. high. So like all-time high again, basically. I seriously thought at the beginning of the week we would find a, I know, but with the closure inside the fair value gap, the daily, uh, it was a good sign, like trading below the fair value gap on the daily and then covering back and closing slightly inside the fair value gap was like a good sign for a continuation higher. And if you just see the way I'm reading the market here on the daily, it's just looking for fair value gaps and previous highs, within the same price. Like it's just a simple way to just flow with the trend right now, So yeah, on the 4 hours is fair value gap, nothing else. Maybe aiming for the previous, like that for the 6 p.m. 4-hour candle. On the other side, on the hourly, same thing. We would trade inside this fair value gap. On the hourly, we close below, but we're again closing above the hourly fair value gap here. So it's also a bullish sign, in my opinion. Especially after tapping the 4 hours. So we took 4 hour, we balanced this hourly fair value gap, and we are trading higher now. Yeah, we swept here at midnight. We swept previous hourly low. We are on a C4 swing formation, like C4 candle of this swing formation. On the 4 hours, it's pretty much the same. We swept previous 4 hour here at 10 p.m. and now we are on C3. So also more like confluences that we might be going higher. Checking the 15-minute, we have a great 15-minute gap here. I don't know if we tapped into it, not yet. So maybe we can trade lower at the open and then we see a bullish sign, like for us to go with a long after this 15-minute, looking for a 1-minute trade, that would be perfect, I think there's a lot of confluences, like a 15-minute gap inside the 1-hour gap, after tapping a 4-hour gap. We have possible swing on, we have a confirmed swing on the 1 hour with trading. We are trading in the C4. What the 4-hour, we are trading on the C3. So I think there's a ton of support areas here. And if we could see some signs of bullishness and we could see something that I can take action on, it would be really great. And then if we go to the 5-minute, same thing, 5-minute gap here, reacting, and then the 1-minute. So yeah, if we can just trade lower at the open and then start looking for something higher, that would be perfect. I'm just gonna leave the 15-minute gap for now because it's like the immediate thing that I'm gonna be waiting for. And I'm gonna remove all of this so there's less noise in the chart. That's a 15-minute gap. 15-minute gap. So ideally, if we can create a breaker or even use this, like if we now move lower and then all of a sudden, like we take the 15-minute gap and then we start trading higher, we close above here, we can comfortably say that we can trade this as a breaker. Let's say we're moving towards the 15-minute gap here, 1 minute previously to the open, 8 seconds for the open right now. If we could form a breaker like extremely lower, way lower than here, that would be great because that way I can aim for these smooth edges here. And you have two breakers against each other, right? 15-minute, let me check. Yeah. Yeah. But Like I really like longs, to be honest. It's just like I'm actually not entertaining any sort of short trade at the moment. It's like it makes so much sense to just go for longs, you know? We just tap into the 15-minute gap. What is ES doing? Same spot. ES has like really clean, smooth edges above. Yeah, we have some T at this highs on NQ, and ES didn't take this 206 high. Let's see, let's just wait and let price tell us what it wants to do. Good morning, Cipher. Let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. I mean, so far, this is the type of reaction you want to see from a 15-minute gap, you know? Like this is the type of sweep that you want to see. 15-minute low. What is crude oil doing? What a move from crude oil here. Just swept all of this and gold. Yeah, gold didn't look bad for a long here. Just based on what I'm seeing on the 15-minute, that's for sure. Great. Good morning, Andres. What is cooking for today? Um, just bullish overall still. We're testing this 4-hour gap, hourly gap also, now trading again above it, 15-minute gap that we traded right at the open. So I'm just waiting to see if we are actually gonna get a higher move. I wouldn't mind like another liquidity sweep, like another sweep here. Yeah, the reaction so far is not bad. Let's see, let's see. Let me check the stop map. I didn't check it today. Where are we trading off the stop map? Just in the middle of the range. So no, there's no area here based on the stat map where I can support. And let me check the VWAP. We were trading above the daily VWAP. Now looks like we're trying to trade below the VWAP again. Let's see if we can manage to start trading above it again or not. Okay, we swept again this low inside the fair value gap. I think the important part here is going to be to close this 15-minute above the previous 15-minute low, you know? That's for me the key thing to think that this 15-minute gap did like reacted out of it, and we might be trading higher. What is ES doing? Okay, 15-minute doesn't look like this 15-minute wants to close above the previous 15-minute low, to be honest. Buenas, buenas, good morning. Mm -mm -mm. We don't have any hourly imbalances below. Oh, here we left a 1 hour gap. That's also important. Here, I wanted to take a long from here. I don't know what I would use as the break, probably all of this candle here. Wow, we're pushed lower so far. Vince, I don't dislike a deeper move lower because I like these highs. If I can take a trade towards these highs here, it's gonna be nice. I know we have some T here, but we still we still have like smooth edges on both assets. I know ES didn't take the 206 high and he did creating an SMT, but we still have like smooth edges. Like we still have 1, 2, 3 highs here on NQ, so there's still reason for the possible move higher, maybe towards these highs. 4 minutes for this 15-minute to close. At this point, what I would like to see is this 15-minute closing inside the fair value gap, then the next 15-minute candle to sweep previous 15-minute low, create the possible swing here inside the 15-minute gap and see price trading higher. That would be like the best scenario for a long right now, in my opinion. Three minutes. We're still trading higher now. Yeah, no, I would prefer just another sweep. Gold, crude oil, same spot and not moving much. Okay, 1 minute, 40 seconds to go on this 15-minute candle. Morning Zeus, doing good, doing good. So far, just waiting to see what he wants to do. And yeah, I didn't do much today. I just woke up, not too early. I punched in some work, and yeah, let's see if after the stream I can go grab some food and go around Bangkok for like a couple hours, then come back to the apartment, have a few meetings, punch in some more work. Chill day overall. Then tomorrow is going to be the hard day because I'm taking a flight back to Spain. Now I do not understand what we're waiting for and not take long right now. So right now I'm just waiting for a breaker to get confirmed to actually start looking for a long. Like the breaker usually confirms the break of structure, like the break in the structure and shifting the this like 1 minute structure to the upside. So until I don't have my break of structure, I cannot take a trade. For me right now, maybe it would happen on this like breaking, closing above this high here. But I'm trying always to align my trades with a swing. So basically, I would prefer this 15-minute open that just right open, like this 15-minute, to sweep previous 15-minute, start closing above the previous 15-minute low, and for example, use this candle as the breaker. Like now, my ideal scenario would be to just get a liquidity sweep lower, sweep this low, and then start trading like this. That's what I'm waiting specifically right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get it because we're trading higher, so maybe I need to take a long here using the small, that will be the breaker, but maybe I can like, I don't know, use this and aim for it towards here. Using this small candle as a breaker, that would be the definition. Like that could be the definition based on this liquidity sweep here. But ideally, I would prefer to just have another sweep here instead of closing above this. You know, I'm thinking if I should just take this or wait for the 15-minute to do something better. That's the truth. Would you wait to see how the 5-minute closes? Yeah, we could wait. We have a 5-minute swing here. We could wait. But I don't know if it's telling me much, the 5-minute, you know? Like the lead in here for me is the 15. Ideally, I still would look for the sweep lower, you know, this low to be taken, and then somewhere higher again. Instead of just getting the long here. What kind of work are you doing besides trading? It's all trading related. I'm working on what I said yesterday. I'm working on a website for the unicorn model. I'm working on like different things for the lab. But yeah, overall, I'm working on like things for the unicorn model website and something that I want to release by the end of the month related to the model. I personally can frame both longs and shorts. The one probably will stay out. Yeah, that's why I'm staying out. By the way, like if someone's wondering if I took this trade, I'm not inside this trade. That's what I would take if I don't like the setup that much, just because of the fact of what I said. We don't have to like swing or anything. Yeah, I built part of Preference Compare with Kane, thelab.live website, the lab website. Yeah. Also as part of the graphic designs that we do for the lab. I did them. How do you become part of the community? What do you mean for like the lab community? Like uh there's no community behind the lab anymore. Like what we have right now is just the lab live, so the streamings, and the Discord just closed. So there's no more community. So are you a tech guy behind the lab and PFC? Like, yeah, I'm one of the tech guys. Kane also did like for PFC, like Kane pretty much cooked huge part of the Profit Compare website. He did a really great job, but we both coded the website and yeah, like we also have really like many different internal like applications and things that we use to make our work easy. And I also code some of these tools. So yeah, good morning, boys. Is that in queue? Yeah, this is in the queue. So you guys know how to code? I was before becoming a full-time trader, like just focusing on trading. I was a software engineer. Like I've been training as a software engineer for 8, 9 years. Like I started when I was 18. I started working when I was 18 as a software engineer. I don't know how, but I managed to land the work as an intern in a company and I grew. Yeah, like now, right now with AI, you can code like way faster. Um, but I really think that you like if you want to do things right, not mess it up with the code or like with the security and everything, you need to know, um, you need to have like coding and software engineer knowledge, to not mess it up. Because you still have to know how to deploy, how the environments work, how the pipelines of like deploying a website the right way works. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I can check the code and I know what's going on. Then like someone that doesn't know, like, they're going to be able to. And I don't know, when I don't know the website is not compiling, like it's not building. When I see the error, I can know where the error is coming from, and I can just tell AI fix this in this specific thing because I know what is happening. So with the right knowledge, and AI, you can just cook incredible things. 5 minute confirmation is okay. The 5 minutes is looking good. That's true. It's looking really good. Yeah, I remember I coded like many different things for myself and also like at work. Like right now, I could do the type of work that I was doing at my day job. Some of the things that took like days, I could like do them now in like a couple hours. Should we enter? I personally, I don't want to enter into this. I really want to see another sweep. I really want to see a sweep lower and then higher again because I'm not too convinced about this move, to be honest. If you want to try it, you can do it. I personally, I don't want to try it. So just take what you think, like do what you think it's going to be best for you. But which pair is this? No, it's NQ. Let me just type production. Let's see if we can fix. Yeah, yeah, I know. We're gonna fix it, guys, for the price levels and asset. We don't want to be working in corporate structure. Yeah, myself, like you get tired. We really, really, really hard. We just say that knowing how the machine works and the logic helps you out with trading. I guess logic thinking, uh, and like the way that you have to think to be a programmer, because you're constantly solving problems when you're a software engineer. That's your job. Like coding is just when you know how to code, it's just something really like straightforward, but you're solving problems basically. And and when like thinking and thinking logically about the trade that you want to take and that kind of stuff, like trading and creating the model, it helps. I think it helps. You can see the 5 minute green candle a gap at this morning. It's worth where is it? I can see what time is it? Like 6:45 GMT. You have the EST time. I don't know, I have to convert it. Uh, if we can move the screen a little bit more, like I really want to see the price levels on the left, you know, this one. So this 5 minute? No, I wouldn't consider it. Like, do you mean this as a 5 minute gap? I wouldn't consider it. No, and I wouldn't consider it. Because like this candle, like traded inside what would be the gap, you know? Like you actually need to see a void, the complete void here, like this. I don't like current PA in London. I can justify both directions. Yeah, I get you. I get you. That's why I'm not like taking anything to like chasing anything. Okay, now the screen looks perfect. And yeah, everyone can see the levels and Q chart. The most accounts I've traded at once, 15. That was the number, 15. And that's when I had the best run with Apex, trading a bunch of accounts at once. Hey, this seems to start moving higher without a sweep, just by taking this. How do you detach from the outcome and focus on the progress? It's really hard. Um, I guess no, I'm not in Alex. I guess it was more because at first I was so attached to the outcome because I really wanted to get my first payout, and I was really looking forward to that moment. Was I think I got lucky also because my first payout was like a big payout at the time. Like I took a 30,000 payout on my first payout. So that amount of money gave me like a ton of room to breathe. So that way I started like caring less about like the next payout because with that payout I covered like pretty much all of the losses that I had been taking for a straight year and make profit. So at that point, I was not that much focused on the outcome itself, and I started trading more because I had to trade and I wanted to keep trading, not chasing the payout anymore. And that's when I clicked and realized, okay, that's what I have to do. Like I don't really need to care about money. Also, it's really easy to say it. Like if you don't have a stable income and like you're trying to make trading and funded like profit trading your main source of income, you're gonna have a hard time because like obviously you're gonna be looking forward for the outcome because you need that money to pay for the things that you need to live. Um, when I started like not needing the money from trading, that's when I started like trading the better because obviously I was not that focused on the outcome because I was really having another like stable and high income source of income coming from another thing, you know? Like I could not take I could not take a single trade right now for months, and I would be living comfortably anyway right now with what I make outside of just trading itself, you know? That doesn't mean I don't want to trade. Obviously, I trade because let's be honest. No, I'm not rich rich. I'm not rich rich. I'm just I just have like a good source of income up for where I live. Like if I probably lived in Miami, I would be poor as fuck. But the cost of living in Spain is relatively low to, you know, yeah, that's it gives you like so much. Yeah, I know, Zeus. Uh it gives you like a lot of psychological safety and room for you to make it easy on yourself when learning to trade. What do you do outside of trading? I do trading related things. Like I work inside the lab, obviously, and I get paid for it. And I do like I'm working on different things trading related. So that's also like a good part. I'm still involved with trading at the same time I make money off of something that's trading related, you know? How much does it cost for a bachelor on average to live a good life in Spain? A good life. It also depends really on the city that you live in. It's like if you live in like any major cities like Madrid, Barcelona, or like Malaga or Valencia, like there's that those are cities that require if you want to live like good, require like a higher source of income because like in Barcelona for you to get just an apartment for yourself, you're going to be paying um I don't know 2,000 for the apartment, and that's high here based on salaries. Like if you come with a salary from another country to Spain, you're gonna live really nice. I don't know, with a US salary. But here, like the average salary, I would say it's like 2,000 and something. So if you make 2,000 and something and you have to pay for the apartment like 1,800 to live in Barcelona, like pretty much everything that you think is going towards your apartment, and you cannot do that, obviously. So I guess like with 5,000 a month, you're gonna be making, like you're gonna be living really, really great in Spain in not a major city or even a major city. With 5,000, you can live in a major city. Uh, I'm curious if you're working. No, because seriously, I'm just so focused on what I'm doing that like I don't even think about hopping into the charts. Like, wow, what a push here. I just have a problem with not clicking the buttons while my model presented itself to the tick. Copy traces, and I don't know what happened. Yeah. I mean, it's happening for me today. Like, I didn't execute this trade here, and that's probably the trade of the session. In Spain, with 5K a month, you look good. With 10K, you are rich. Okay, of course. With 10K a month in Spain, we're really, like, we're rich. I gotta lock in and not, not be too TikTok brain. TikTok and Instagram are like doom scrolling is just so like it's crazy. Like the amount of hours that I've spent doom scrolling is insane. This is gonna get to R. I see that this happening. It's gonna get to R. Like I'm working, don't get me wrong, but I keep jumping from one task to another and not focusing. I gotta step up. Bro, that's something really normal. Like it happens to me because I work in like many different things at once. So it happens like you're jumping from task to task, you know. How many average monthly do you have? Uh I should check, but probably it's around 30, around something like this, 30, 40, 30, I would say. Do you know what's the reason for take profit? Is it just 2R? It's 2R. I always look for 2R. The stop loss placement here is just a bit odd because the breaker would be just this, you know. This would have gave 2R right real quick. Um, but I wanted to give it a bit more room. So I just lowered my stop loss a little bit, and I'm always looking for 2R. See, for my take profit logic is I want to fit my 2R trade inside, like in between my entry, my stop loss obviously, and the take profit has to fit inside the range between my entry and my maximum take profit expectation. I know it's a lot, but I'm talking about the average for the past 2 years, probably. I have really bad months also, but when I have a good month, I really have a great month. Um, it really depends. Like I cannot give you like a specific percentage because I trade like prop firms. So like if I have to give you like a percentage of the account, it's gonna be like weird because they're prop firms pretty much. But I had a great run with a live account where I made uh like obviously it was a small account, uh, but I have run the account to like 100 and something%. Obviously, the risk appetite on a small account is always higher because you're trying to make it like, risk a little bit more of what you should, like treat the margin way more aggressively and look for bigger runs, like bigger trades. This is running. Let's see. Crude oil, gold. Whoa, see the breaker on gold also. Really great setup here. Looking for this high to R from this breaker. I think we just got it. And to R. Yay. There's no 5 minute ping to jump in. A little bit sad that I missed this trade. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna create something here. I think so. No 15-minute gap. Trade into. a 5-minute gap here. I don't think we're going to get into it. Where's the high? It's way higher. It's the all-time high. Thanks for guiding me. No problem, brother. Did you actually take the trade at the end? And did you manage to make it happen? There it goes. Did we tap into twat? Really close. Yes, bro. Nice, brother. Happy that someone took the trade that I did not have the balls to take. There it goes. What a push. He was actually clean. The only thing that not having the swing on the 15, I just didn't take it because we didn't close the swing, and I was waiting for the new 15 here at 3:15 to sweep the low again and then look for this straight. Because then like 3 a.m. 15-minute candle didn't like it closed below the previous 15-minute low. We didn't have a swing, you know. So I just prefer to stay out. Like nothing wrong with it. Like for me, what I like the most here of this trade is the smooth edges higher. Chun, the reason for me here is I don't like to actually aim to take my profit right at my actual drawn liquidity. In this case, what you said, the external range liquidity, because that's where we can form S&Ts, price usually gets slower. So I always try to fit my 2-hour trade, because that's why I trade, like what I trade 2-hour. And I try to fit my 2-hour trade in between the entry and my maximum expectation, my actual drawn liquidity. Thank you, brother. Yeah, the gold one was also really clean. This trade on gold, on the 5-minute, it looks really, really clean after sweeping this liquidity with this high here. Same thing here, the way that you can fit the 2-hour between the entry and the maximum expectation. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with waiting for the actual range liquidity to be taken here, you know? But I just prefer to not be exposed to creating an S&T. Of course, you can close the trade when an S&T forms and whatever, but usually for that, you really need the S&T to be confirmed to actually close it. Sometimes after a small sweep, we can start moving lower. We don't have the S&T confirmed, you know. Yeah, the 4 hours to 3 was clean. We mentioned it also here. Whatever. It was a great trade. Like if you took this trade, GG. It just didn't fit my full checklist. And I think I've been getting some paper doing that because I'm trying to anticipate the move rather than just waiting. And in the example, like it just worked, but you know, I've been taking some trades that didn't like meet my full trading checklist. And I took a loss because of it. So not yet, Anthony. I'm flying back tomorrow. Um, yeah, tomorrow I'm flying back to Spain. Qué bien. Bien, bien. The full TPG is too high, no? So, like this high is your full take profit here. Okay, nice. What a chats we have in the chat. Like, man, whoa, come see me in Alicante. Bro, we have like a bunch of people from Spain in the chat. We should be doing a meetup, like meet each other somewhere and get lunch. And we'll come to the Spain. Yeah, that would be great. Cipher, what's wrong? You didn't take your profit yet? Are you looking for the high? Vamos. Hey, that's something already. Paella meetup, that would be nice. Like during the summer. I need a community of traders here. I know. I needed to. Like I have a couple of friends that trade with me. So I guess that's my community. Um, but yeah, I don't know many people from Spain that trade, you know. Like I know there's, but usually they are more involved with like Spanish speaking uh communities. And I'm not like that involved with Spanish speaking communities. I know a bunch of people, but I don't have like a community. We should we should play paddle. Do you play paddle? Of course, I play paddle a lot. Like when I'm in Spain, I play a lot. Do you play, Cipher? Like I've been playing for a long time already. Like it's been, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years. Fancy as meet up in Barcelona. Yeah, we could do this. Yeah, it's really big in Spain. Okay, what did we do here? Did we tap into 5 minute? We didn't. 15 minute? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Wow, 2 hour starting to move lower. So sad that I'm not gonna be able to get advantage of price moving to this high. Let's go to the bullfight. For that, we should go. We will need to go to South Spain, like to Andalusia, because like where I live in Catalonia, it's forbidden. Like there's no like bullfights anymore. And how was it? I've never been to one. No, I like when I was a kid, I wasn't one because my grandpa really liked them. I mean, it's weird. I know it's really weird. That's why I've never been to one. Do you use Adobe Acrobat? For the designs, I use Figma. Everything is designed in Figma. So yeah, I just use Figma for the designs. We tap into this 1 minute, fair value gap here with this 5 minute fair value gap here. It's something very special. The people were all well dressed and it was a celebration. Yeah, like it's just there's especially in the south of Spain, there's like a huge culture around the bullfights. Everyone goes really well dressed. Like there's a ton of like family tradition involved with it. Pluto, you, yes. I mean, see. Yes is about to take the highs here. It was really close to taking this highs here. Yes. That's why I say that I don't like to wait for the high itself, because like these things happen. But it still looks good. Like we're reaction from this 1 minute. I'm even thinking of getting into something on the 30 seconds, being honest. After like this 5 minute gap and then the 1 minute, you know, and maybe looking for a long here in the 30 seconds like this. That's exactly smart to hear. I took a trade from this 5 minute value gap. That's what I'm thinking also, maybe taking it on the 30 seconds. But I know it's going to be a really risky trade that needs to play out really quick. And also the fact that ES is really close to the highs, it's something that I don't really like. My first day in Spain was the European Championship final, England and Spain. That was awesome. Yeah, usually like the national team moves a lot of people here. Like I really like to watch football when the national team plays. What a game, yeah. Um, we cold tap into any fair value gap or anything? No, no, nothing. We're close to 4 a.m. Let's see what 4 a.m. does. Back to the entry. Oh, yeah, I know. You could bounce from the entry. Like I've seen this happen a ton of times where the entry just acts as support for a long period of time. Um, let's see what it does here. Like we're close to 4 a.m. open. I want to see what we do here. The hourly closure is really good. We're closing above the 1 hour fair value gap here. So the closure is really good. Um, let's just see if we open a new 15 minute and we can sweep a low on the 15 minute and move higher again. Maybe I want to jump in, especially because we didn't take any high here, like not even this one. This one is open yet, so it's still open. You know what, guys? If we go for this low here at 4 a.m., we sweep this low here and we start moving higher, I'm gonna take a fat long. I'm gonna tell you. But the hourly closing like this, not a fan. Like I really wanted to see a closure, at least inside the fair value gap or above the fair value gap. It's like we might be like this C3 hourly candle here or swing. Let's see. Going for the low. Mm. Okay, low taken here. Now it's important to think to close. What breaker block would you be looking at now, or you will wait for consolidation to find a new breaker block? Ideally, it would be better to just create like a breaker block here with a consolidation or something. That's for sure. Because what using this is like suicidal to look for this as a breaker, and then probably here I would be looking for this thing, but it's just so high up here. So ideally, like if we can, I don't know, do something around here and create a better breaker, that would be perfect. But anyway, this 15-minute closing like this, everyone see a closure inside the purple gap, not below. You know, and we just close below, so that's not a good sign. Like now, for example, like a couple green candles, then sweep the low again, we form the breaker, we sweep previous 15-minute low, and then we go higher. I might think about it. And this is a great example of why I look for a 2-hour trade inside between the entry and my maximum take profit expectation. Because here I was completely wrong that this move was going to be the one taking the high or any of these highs. But the 2R was like fitting inside the range before taking any of this. And it was a successful, it would have been, I didn't take it, but it was like a successful trade idea anyway, even though we didn't get to the actual high. Now we may be going to the high, but you know, that's why I do it, because I've had like so many times where this happens that I'm aiming for the high and then I got taken break even or even with a loss. See, now if we get a sweep, like if we can sweep this, boom. We also sweep previous hourly, so that's great. If we can sweep this and use this as the breaker, that's ideal. See this. Oh. I'm gonna mark it out as a breaker yet, because it's not a breaker yet. It's a potential. Can we Sweep the low. Good sweep. 1 hour, 15 minutes. Yeah. Back to Asia low. And yes, as low as it could be. Like we had a strong expansion during Asia. So we usually have graded moves, like the best moves when London didn't take any, like it didn't take previous day high or anything like this, because that way we can aim for previous day high. But when Asia just takes the liquidity, London session usually is way worst. I mean, I don't mind. Good thing about it is I'm sitting out because I don't see anything like extremely clear, so I just prefer to sit out, and not taking a position is also good, like not losing money. What up, brother? You have any trades? We framed one. We framed this long here for 2R or close to 2R. It was something like this. But I didn't take it. I know some guys in the chat that took it, but I didn't take it because I was not like sure, 100% sure about it. And besides this, nothing else, like not much. We might be going lower from here and leave this smooth edges for later. Saying, yeah, it looks weird. It looks weird. The only thing that I really liked was this highs here. That's the only thing that I was like really looking forward to. But maybe we just leave them and then we just go back to them during New York. Yeah, you're right, Nate. Yeah. Completely true. Yes. So yeah, looks like today we're gonna be just tape reading, not taking anything. Yeah, I'm flying tomorrow to Spain. I'm gonna stream anyway because I had a flight the evening at 8 p.m. So I'm gonna do my usual stream, do some work, and then head to the airport. Ooh. Yeah, I know, but it's been bad weather the past few days in Spain. Like I've been talking with my family there over there, um, and like in my region, like in my home city, it's been raining. But yeah, overall, I'm flying from good weather to still good weather, especially now that the summer is starting to kick in. Let's see this move that's giving. If we can close at 15 above the previous 15-minute low. I stopped out where you entered. I was entering on continuation. Yeah, that was an like nasty move down now. We had great here in Alicante, like in Tarragona, it was raining. I live in Tarragona. I'm in December for 1 month in Thailand, just training and chilling. Same thing that I'm doing. Where are you gonna go? Like which region are you gonna stay? Like in big cities, Bangkok, Phuket, like cities like this, or going to any island or Samui? I think you told me you wanted to go to Samui and Koh Phangan, right, Ben? Wow. Are we gonna trade higher here and take this 1 minute break here? Wow. I just began to trusting the higher time frame narrative more often. That's what you think to go. Like the higher time frame narrative is the one that leads. Like on the lower time frame, you just have to worry about finding your entry to take the trade. But the higher time frame narrative is the one telling you when to take a trade. And for me, that's way more important than the way you get into the trade itself. How is this 15 closing? 6 minutes for this 15 minutes to close. We also swept previous hourly low and we are trading higher again. How's ES looking? ES confirmed the breaker already because ES is the strongest one here. Same thing, previous hourly, previous 15. Oh, do I want to take it on ES? Shit. Or do I wait for the confirmation? Oh, go quick, 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 quick. My limits are in on this breaker. I'm trading the weaker asset here and keeping the weak one. But just let's hope that ES wants to run higher from here and not give us any pullback here too hard so NQ doesn't get hurt. You know, the logic for this trade is what we were mentioning: previous 15-minute low taken, previous hourly low taken. We are now trading above the previous lows. Also trying to see if ES can lead here. That's what I didn't want to see because now I'm gone. I'm taking really quick trade. And he's really, really, really weak compared to ES. What a quick trade. That's a clean sweep on ES. Shit. I might think about taking this on ES instead of NQ. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I know. Like NQ is just wait. I had my stop loss went for the tide. That's the truth. Just check this. I might want to re-enter into this with a wider stop loss. With something like this to then go for this. Yeah, I know. Just jumped in too quick into the trade here with like the stop loss really, really, really tight. I don't think I'm gonna get in again with another contract. Let's see if we can hold for long. Yeah, let's go. Now I'm just gonna try it again, just because I think it really makes sense. And this was like a really bad stop loss placement. I think is that NQ is just so weak. It would probably better to just take it on. Would have been better to just take it on ES. That's the leading one. It's the truth. No. Okay, I mean again, let's see if we can get that push higher here. Second shot into this idea. Let's see. I wasn't in NQ already. I got 4 years. Yeah. So the first loss was $280. The only thing that will make me close this trade early would be if ES takes this high and then we create an S&P. We're in Koh Samui too. No, I was in Koh Tao, like really close to Koh Samui. Now I'm in Bangkok because I'm not waiting for tomorrow flight. Wow. ES is pushing and he's just completely not moving. So if all of a sudden NQ decides to move, you don't need S&P for your trades? No, I don't. I don't need S&P. If all of a sudden NQ somehow pushes higher, and then ES takes the high here, I'm gonna probably move break even when ES takes a high. I actually did get stopped out really fucking to the tick on this breaker. Do you trade the breaker in every time frame? The highest time frame that I trade breakers is the 15-minute. And very, very rarely these days that I take a 15-minute breaker. It's just basically more often than not the 1 minute and the 5 minute. Again, I'm going to move it to break even as soon as ES takes this high. It's like NQ is just way weaker right now. I don't know if we can change that and if it's going to change somewhat sometime. So really close, paying attention to ES here. What a silly paper cut here with this tie stop loss on the breaker. And also it ticked me out, but it was a really silly thing to do. These things happen. Okay, yeah, still trying. And he's following. I did not expect like this follow-up. Maybe even with the push higher on ES towards this high, I can maybe get my take profit here on NQ. But now I'm checking more ES than NQ here. I really want to be able to see when we take this high. See, please. Did it take it? Okay, we took the high on ES here, so I'm going to move to break even as I said I was going to do. I could just close this trade at the high S&T right now, cover part of the loss that I took previously, and just be happy with the profit. And especially took that high also with 1.77 R. This is one of the moments that I'm thinking of taking the trade out just because of the loss, you know? If I didn't have the loss previous to this one, I think I'm going to close out here. That's it. I'm out. With 720, right with the push. It's nice. It was a 1.84 R. Did we run to 2 R? We did run to Tuar. I know someone was holding to Tuar. I don't know. It felt wrong with this stop loss here at first try. Like just taking me out right at that tick, at the same price level of my stop loss below the breaker, bro. I was not paying attention for the entry, and I took that paper cut. But whatever. It's been a 720 win with a 280 loss. Profit anyway. Yeah, and now we're moving. See, like why it is better to just position ourselves. Like I don't know if we're gonna get to the high. It looks really promising, that's for sure. But like when we align, there's like the 1 hour liquidity sweep, the 15 minute, and we have the fair value gap. When everything aligns, it just looks really clean. Like I'm not saying the previous trade that I didn't take wasn't clean enough. Like it wasn't clean. It did move really well. But when everything aligns, like we have this type of trades that we just run higher. GG guys. S&T, yeah. Now we have the S&T. That's why I wanted to close my position whenever we formed an S&T. Do you trade on any profit? I'm trading, yeah. I just jump between profits. Lucid, TradeFi. Right now, I'm on a personal account, so I just try to make a mix here. Great exit here. Now it will fly like yesterday. Who cares? We made money. Isn't that the point? Just take our like portion of what the market can give us and just do whatever, like do anything else. So the first try was this one, and then the second try was this with this stop loss like down below the previous 15-minute lows. That was the trade basically. Wow, going back down again because of this S&T here. It was matter. I think here it was a matter of patience, of forming the right thing. Deserves with edges. Perfect. And thank God it gave me entry again. Juno, how old are you? I'm 28. I'm gonna be 29 on July 21st. What do you think how old I am? I think you're gonna be 30 something. Nate, I'm getting better, but I have no patience. Asian long sessions like starting out the New York session. I don't think it's like matter of patience, it's just matter of you needing specific things to happen, you know? I'm 18, what the fuck? Really? Yeah, Nate. And I was saying 30 something. Nate, I think it's a matter of like being really strict on what you need. Okay, bro. Like there was no way you were 18. Like I was that blew my mind. Yeah, again, Nate. I think it's just more like knowing what you need, and if it's not there, why would you take it? Just because you want to be in a trade, that's the thing. But you really need to know um, what you need for you to take a trade. Like I saw this happening, I didn't take it because I knew it wasn't that a specific thing that I look for. Like you're going to see that my trades are look the same every time. When we take a trade, it's just basically the same thing over and over and over and over. We don't have this, I don't take it. You have to do the same. Yeah? Like you need to look for the same thing. And then patience will come because like if it's not there, you don't have to take it. And then, you know, like it's not a matter of like holding yourself into taking a trade. You need to take a trade because the market is asking you to take the trade because you have to take the trade. Like go with the mentality of I don't want to trade today, and then you're gonna find that pressure of okay, that's my model. I need to take that trade. What is your normal dollar risk amount? It is between this one was a bit more higher, like 360. It's between 250 and 500 between this. Like yesterday, we took a 500 trade and I made like 1,000 on that one. On this one, I raised the first one, it was 280. The second one was 360. So what a beautiful trade. They profit to the tick and then going lower. That's why, again, focusing on the SMTs to close the trade. What is you know? Oh yeah. Do you cancel your project? No, it's ongoing. Like by the end of the month, I wish I can launch what I want to launch. It's not going to be like a community, like a paid group or something like this. It's going to be a website with different tools for the Unicode model. It's going to have a free course for everyone to just go through it. I think it's looking really nice so far. I cannot show anything. It's like I'm dropping something with someone else also. I think it's going to be really cool. Yeah. Great bounce from the entry again here. Got a limit set at 29, 579, 79. Okay, yeah, that's close to the entry again. I still favor longs here, man. This like nonsense play, like creating SMTs towards this high, like I really want to see this high is gone. You're welcome, Nate, as always. We had also a fair value gap here, so we could consider this a unicorn fair value gap. And this drop here just tapped in the fair value gap. I was not focused enough when I took the first trade, sadly, and I didn't like take into consideration like the fair value gap here, the stop the breaker block being like relatively small compared to the manipulation move. And my stop loss was not placed in the best way possible, but okay, I think we're gonna take anything else here. Anyone has any questions before we consider take like ending the stream? You know, we need a great unicorn model indicator. It might be happening. It might be happening. Like, I have it under here, basically. Like, do you see the 10 indicators here? It's already there. So it's basically pretty much done. And it works really nice. I can tell you, probably this trade would have been plotted by the indicator. Yeah, Chris, that's basically it. Yeah. There's probably like time frame alignments and stuff like this. So okay, I'm gonna show it real quick. It's gonna be like a bit of a spoiler. But I have here the indicator. See if it marked out the trade. See? Look how the trade we took. And it marked out the 2R. Basically, we can disable it. But that's the good thing about the indicator. You don't have to like draw anything. You just activate it and it just draws a trade for you. And it works really clean. Give me the vibing. We're still like, it's really clean. Like it really plots trades. I was not expecting to do something really like that crazy. And realistically speaking, I don't think there's anything out there that is close to this. Like this level of like really refined logic with the breakers. Because usually plotting the breakers and the right breakers, not just plotting the breakers, plotting the right breakers, it's really hard, you know. Is it from 2 degrees? I cannot confirm or deny. I shouldn't be showing anything yet. You can imagine already. You got it right. Got it right. So that's basically like I'm building the full website for everyone to understand the model. So there's gonna be like a course, a full course to understand the logic of the unicorn. Yeah, he's the best. Like, and his team, not just him. Like the Tigris team is just insane. And then yeah, there's gonna be like a course in the website for free and then different resources for the indicator for like to get the max out of it, depending on the way you want to trade. If you want to take 5-minute breakers, 1-minute breakers, there's going to be like different filters and things to play around with. But the idea is to just make it extremely easy to trade the unicorn, basically. Like, even if you don't want to get the indicator, you're going to get the free course and anything and everything. So yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, again, any questions? I think we're pretty much done with it. I'm not going to take anything else. We got a great bounce of the breaker. Love it. I will be your biggest supporter here in Germany for you. Thank you, brother. Like, I appreciate. Like, I know the people that know me. Like, I don't usually like sell. Thank you, man, brother. I appreciate it. You know, like, I don't usually sell stuff or like promote things. I just try to promote or sell the things that I truly think they are useful. And I've been working on this thing for months now. It's been like, I don't know how many months, but it's been a long journey cracking our heads around this. So it's like useful itself, and that it has like a statistical edge behind it, because there's a statistical edge on the indicator. So I'm really happy to just launch it already. Hi, hi, hi. So yeah, guys, any question? We go get some food. How can we get your free course? It's going to be launched by the end of the month. Around, yeah, last week of the month, it's going to be launched. The website with the course, with everything. So it's just a little bit of patience, like just 10 days, 12 days, and we're going to get it. How can I learn the unicorn model? I would suggest you to follow me on Twitter and YouTube, both. If you look for Juno Trading, I have a ton of resources there that are completely free, both on YouTube and X, where I post like the trades with the trade breakdowns and everything. So you can start there and then just wait a couple weeks. I'm gonna launch the website with a free course, and you're gonna be all set. We're also gonna have like a small community just for quick questions, and that's it. Like, it's not gonna be paid. It's not gonna be like a stream service or anything. Would it be available? Yeah, it's going to be available to the public. Yeah, that's what we are launching also at the end of the month. Like, by the end of the month, there's going to be like a place to learn the unicorn model with all the tools, all the resources, for everyone just to get into it right away. I would have covered like all the phases of someone learning the unicorn, you know, like from someone starting from scratch and like learning the topics, like the basic topics of it, to someone that really knows in the model itself and like it's trying to get like the last push to make it with it. So Twitter handle, please. It's at Juno Trading. Let me tap it for you. At Juno Trading on both like Twitter and YouTube. You're gonna find it with the same name. Any more questions? Learn the unicorn from the lab. I now merge it with Leo's model using the CSV. It is so awesome. It is so awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I put together a great document inside the lab for the unicorn model. Thank you, Spikes. So yeah, boys, if there's no more questions, we can end the stream. It was a great one, bro. Yesterday and today were like really nice streams. We are getting back on track. I had like a few days, like 2 3 days, like taking losses. But yeah, like we're back on track trading in London, and then I'm gonna be home back to on my like usual stream setup, and we're gonna keep nailing it in London. Thank you, Peter. So yeah, let's bounce. Let's enjoy our days until like our day until New York am. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning in, for asking questions, for interacting. Like it's really fun to be with you guys here every morning. Um, we still have one more stream tomorrow, so we're gonna smash tomorrow's London. Are we going to be logged with you every London? Yeah, every day. Like I've been streaming for like a month now, constantly every day, pretty much every day London session, and it's gonna remain that way. So make sure to slide by every day. We're like we are pretty much a group here that always like we're always the same people. We have new faces from time to time, but we are always here, chilling and just being patient and waiting for the right thing to happen. Like today, we got your trade. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So yeah, as I was saying, thank you so much. Enjoy the day. See you tomorrow, same time for for London. Make sure to tune in and during New York because we are gonna have Kane, Bray, and Alex, the trio itself, themselves right here trading. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Thank you. Bye.